going to show you how to use the Sizzix eclips2 electronic die cutting machine. Here's how. When you start a new project, this is what shows up on your screen. It's a software that's included with the Eclipse, and it's called etchall. So this is a blank workspace, and what I want to do is I'm going to show you how to put a little Easter egg. I'm going to cut an Easter egg out. The machine comes preloaded with a huge selection of shapes. So if I click on this arrow right up here, this shape up here in the top corner, the top edge, it'll bring up the library project. And it comes preloaded with all sorts of shapes. So I'm going to click on spring. You get all these cute little shapes. Here's an Easter egg. As soon as I click on it, it shows up on my workspace. Now I can drag it around to wherever I want on this workspace. If I hold down the Shift button and grab a corner, it will increase the size proportionally. See, if I let go of it, then you get, oh, it still does it anyway. Okay. So let's have it be about 3 inches. A little bit smaller. I'm going to put a frame around it, and that'll make it easier to cut out later on. So I'm going to go back into the library and click on Basic Shapes, and a whole folder shows up with very simple shapes, and I'm going to scroll down a little bit till I get to this square. Now another little square has popped up on my workspace, so I'm going to drag it over here, grab the corner, make it a little bit bigger so that now it frames the egg. And that's it. I am now ready to cut. The next step is to load the vinyl, and I do that first by taking the Sizzix mat. It's a plastic sheet. It's got a grid on it, and it's actually sticky. I'm going to take my vinyl, I'm going to apply it in the corner, and it sticks on there. I hold it with one hand under the rollers on the machine, and with the other hand I'm going to click this little button right here that has 2 arrows on it. It says load and unload mat, and when I click that, now it's loaded the mat and I can let go. So the next step is I'm ready to cut. The vinyl's loaded into the machine, so I go back to my screen, and there's a little button here that has a tiny pair of scissors. I click on that, and a new screen comes up. And this is where I can choose my material. If I click on this button right down here, it's a pop-up menu. It says cardstock, vellum, vinyl, fabric. I'm going to choose vinyl because that's what I'm going to be cutting. I'm going to leave all the other settings are fine. Then I hit this blue button at the bottom that says cut, draw. And when I do that, here's what happens. The machine starts cutting. It only takes not even 30 seconds. It's a very simple shape. So I go back up to the top menu, and I'm going to unload this. I'm going to peel that off, and I can peel, it's cut on there, and I can peel away the image. I sized it a little bit too big, but now if I wanted to, if I had used a little bigger piece of vinyl, it'd be ready to go. And that's how you cut an image using the Sizzix Eclipse.